Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. You know what? I've had a number of guests. Okay, para sa mga regular viewers ko, I know that nakakailan na tayong guests kung saan kinakwento nila yung pag-iwan nila ng magagandang trabaho nila back in the Philippines, 'di ba? And then sharing how it is here now. We have another, couple naman. Ganyan din ang kanilang kwento. Pero kakaiba sila ngayon because ang perspective nila ay, they left their good-paying jobs back in the Philippines more than 30 years ago. So this time talagang ma-explain nila, masasabi nila ba kung tunay bang worth it. Yan, ang kanilang pag-move dito sa Canada. Okay, let us welcome first time dito sa In a Nutshell, Tito Mike, Tita Clarissa,
Hi.
Kakanindin. Yan, hello. Grabe guys, no? I think si Tita Clarissa ang pinaka magandang bihis na aking guest ever. Ever. Thank you, Tita.
I just prepared for this one.
Ayan, okay. You heard my intro, no? By the way, guys, taga-Windsor din po sila, katulad ko. Yan, I'm so happy. Okay, Tita, who should I start with? Tito Mike, Tita Clarissa? Tita Clarissa, kasi nauna siya ng konti kay Tito Mike.
Okay. Well, first, good afternoon at saka welcome sa mga subscriber mo.
Ayan, okay. Tita Clarissa, what brought you to Canada? What were you doing back in the Philippines when you moved here in 1990?
That's right. January of 1990 when I came to Canada. I was with a Banco de Oro at that time. And then, but my family, my mom and my sisters are already in Canada. So they decided to bring us over here, which is, of course, a lot better. And then, from there, I came to Canada in 1990. And then I went back home the same year to marry him. We've been together for the past 7 years before I came to Canada.
Oh, wow. So parang 40 plus years together na kayo.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, congratulations. Talaga congratulations. Okay. So, and then si Tito Mike, what were you doing back in the Philippines?
Ako naman, I was working with San Miguel Corporation sa beer division sa Cubao. Then, nagpakasal kami ng 91, inayos siya, pagbalik niya dito ng Canada, inayos siya kagad ng papers niya, no? Tapos, mabilis lang. By ilang buwan lang, lumabas na kagad ang papers ko noon. Pero I didn't leave Philippines right away. Naghintay ako ng February kasi sabi niya, magstay ka na muna dyan sa pamilya mo dahil pag nakarating ka na ng Canada, matagal ka na makakabalik ng Pilipinas. So, I know. So, mag-spend ka na ng Christmas mo dyan dahil baka matagal lang muna ulit mag-spend ng Christmas doon. So, yun. Umalis ako ng February 92. Then, since then, andito na. At ganda naman, okay naman ang naging takbo namin ng buhay dito sa Canada.
Oh, hold on, Tita Clarissa, did you mention that you were working in a bank back in the Philippines?
Banco de Oro.
Oh, what were you doing? What were you doing? Okay.
I was with the administrator for the credit card holders at that time. Dati nung pa yung credit cards, right? And yeah, I've been there for I think 6 years as well too before I came to Canada. Yeah.
Okay, tapos si Tito Mike naman, maganda na yung position mo in San Miguel. Tell us about it.
Maganda. As ako doon, region market analyst ako sa beer division. Tapos maganda pa yung area ko. Nasa Cubao, Green Hills. Well, it was really fun. I like the job. But parang mas pinili ko ang Canada. Nung sinabi niya na, Lea, pipetition na kita. You know what? Mabigat na desisyon, no? Kasi maganda ang benefits namin sa San Miguel, no? Merong bigas, marami para sa pamilya. Pero kailangan, syempre, pumili rin ako para sa kinabukasan. Kaya to come over here.
Correct. What about it? O yan, puntahan natin. Yung kinabukasan. Okay? Because many people, ngayon, no, mga nag-iisip pong magpunta ng Canada, marami rin sa kanila, I would say, already have decent jobs back home. Ngayon, maririnig nila, mahirap na daw buhay sa Canada ngayon. Yung ekonomiya, hindi raw masyado maganda ngayon. Ang taas ng presyo ng bahay, hindi ka makakabili, lalo na kung lilipat ka doon nang may edad ka na, yung mga ganyan, ano. Guys, when they moved to Canada, there was also a recession.
Yeah.
Diba? So those were quite interesting times too. How did you manage? How was the situation pagdating po niyo dito during that era?
Okay. It was recession time in it was in 1992, it was recession. But when we moved to Toronto, okay, we found a job right away.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Because there's more job in Toronto than other parts of Ontario. And then from there, sa Canada, you don't have to choose what you like to do, right? In the Philippines, if you are a manager, definitely you cannot be a manager here. So sa Canada, just do what you have to do. But I was very fortunate because I was able to work in a bank as well too, as a financial advisor.
Right away.
Yeah, right away.
Okay.
But I took another course for that.
Oh, all right. Nag-upgrade din muna kayo, Tita Bale.
Nag-upgrade ako. No, no, I'm sorry. I started as a teller, and then while I'm a teller, I started studying, and that's when I became a financial advisor right away. Yeah.
Okay.
And then with him, yes, like I said,
Ako iba
you
naman.
cannot choose.
Ako, so ganda nga yung trabaho ko doon sa Pilipinas. Nagpunta ako ng Toronto kasi alam mo sa Toronto, maraming trabaho, huwag ka lang mamimili eh.
Mhm.
Huwag ka mamimili ng trabaho, may makikita kang mga trabaho. Marami ako nag-agency muna ako. Yung mga temp.
Yeah.
Magagandang kumpanya yung mga napasukan ko, tulad ng Revenue Canada, yung Armani, yung ng Armani suit, as a data encoder. Kasi, nung nga sa Philippines, marami na rin ako alam sa computer. Yung mga keyboarding ba, mabilis ako sa mga keyboarding. Kaya nakakakita kagad ako ng mga trabaho dito sa Toronto. Then, napasok ako ng Unilever as alam mo, Liver 2000 soap,
Yeah.
yung Sunlight soap. Doon, napasok ako ron sa kumpanya na yon.
I see. Okay.
Well, yung opisina yon, not the job that I had to have used to sa Pilipinas, pero it's a job. Sa Toronto, trabaho is trabaho. Diba?
And then in 1997, something happened.
What?
And that's, because he's looking forward to work in the States.
In the States.
And then he resigned right away without knowing what is the direction for the States, right? So he told the company, "Oh, I'm ready to work now." And then I told him, "Where's your work permit?" And he said, "What work permit? Oh, you have a work permit before you could move here in the States." And then that's where the problem is. He already quit his job without knowing all of this. And then so my sister, who's already in Windsor, and their casino just started at that time. Yes. So they said, "Just come here in Windsor."
Yes.
And then we moved in Windsor. It was so sad moving in Windsor because really like nothing. It's dead compared to Toronto, right?
Compared to Toronto, yes. Oo.
But I like it here.
But the best decision we did is moving here. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh,
House is a lot cheaper here, right? And then it's very safe here. And then that's when we started. And then Windsor is the best place for us.
ako rin, I agree. I love it here in Windsor, no?
Hindi. Para bang safe ka lagi sa mga bata. Ay nga pala, meron kami 3 anak, which is na rin, ano? Kaya kahit sila nasa labas, kahit gabi, yung bang feeling mo safe. Hindi katulad sa Toronto, marami ka naririnig na hindi maganda.
They could drive everywhere, 2 a.m. We're not scared. They could drive their car everywhere. And it's very safe.
Yan. Hold on, Tito Mike. Why did you want to work in the US? And where in the US? Kung
Hindi,
nasa
ganun
Toronto ka.
Nagbakasyon lang ako sa friend ko sa Washington, D.C. So nagbakasyon lang ako, nakita ko maganda ang buhay nila. At sabi ko, pwede ba ako magtrabaho rito? Sabi nila, sa kumpanya namin. At ano sila, parang Blue Shield, na mga Green Shield dito sa atin.
Okay.
Shield sila. So nag-apply ako sa kumpanya. Sabi ko, I'm a Canadian, ganito lahat. Natanggap ako, qualified daw ako. So inoperan nila ako ng trabaho. Sabi ko, sige, hindi tanggap ako. Sabi nila, sige, mag-i-start ka sa ganito. Hindi ko pa naman alam yung mga kung ano-ano, no? Tapos pag namin nagka-problema kami sa border dahil sabi ko meron akong signed
Contract.
Meron akong
Agreement.
offer, may job offer ako sa Washington DC, sa Maryland, ganito. Ngayon, ang unemployment rate ng Washington DC at that time medyo mataas. eh hindi naman technical job yung papasukan ko. Hindi katulad ng doktor, engineer, yung mga ganun
Well,
mga
in other
klase.
words, he doesn't.
Yes. So nagkaroon ng problema ron. Anyway, so sinabi ko sa EI, sa gobyerno, okay, sinabi kong gano'n. So I was still given the unemployment dito sa Windsor. Binayaran pa rin nila ako ng unemployment kasi nagbayad naman ako ng, yun lang ang maganda rito sa Canada no? Yung unemployment insurance, ano? So binigyan pa rin naman nila ako until nung napunta ako ng Windsor, I found a job right away. Marami
Nice.
dito sa Windsor, wag ka lang talagang
Automotive.
mamimili.
At that time, automotive was
Yeah,
very big.
dati.
The big three is here. At that time.
Yeah. Pero I don't know about now din, because right now, Windsor po, FYI, ang may pinakamataas na unemployment rate in Canada. As in, number 1 sa buong Canada.
Yeah, number 1 tayo.
Okay. But when you were guys talking about the first jobs that you had, parang hindi po kayo. Did you also go through what some would refer to as survival jobs? Lalo yung mga pinakauna ninyong nagaling trabaho. O talaga parang sinuwerte din po kayo na maganda na agad, no?
I think sinuwerte na lang kami. Because, sinuwerte kami because I got a good job right away. And then he has a good...
Ako,
Yeah.
medyo, kasi nag-agency ako, no? So, hindi naman permanent yon. May mga makikita kang trabaho ng mga 4 months, 5 months, pero minsan, mawawala yon, no? Then you want a job. Meron din mga ibang trabahong menial ba, yung physical, nasa factory ka.
Yeah.
Yung mga ganon, yan. I did that too. Thinking dati, para bang nung pumapasok ka, may nag-good morning sa'yo. Good morning, sir. Kaya baliktad na. Good morning, sir. Ikaw na.
Baliktad. And you didn't mind it. How did you feel at that? How did you feel at that time, Tito Mike?
Ano na?
Na parang baliktad. How did you feel about it?
But I didn't mind that. Kasi ang thinking ko I'm here to work, you know. Alam ko rin ang kinala, kasi dapat isipin mo kung ano rin yung kinalalagyan mo Hindi naman porket isipin mo graduate ako ganto.
Yes.
Kasi sa labas, sa tunay na buhay, sa world, no, mabigat din ang kompetensya pag nakatapat ka ng Canadian ng kasabay mo na doon sila parehas lumaki, pareho sila ng eskwelahan nung bata, doon sila parehas nag-graduate. You know what I mean? Para bang merong loyalty kagad
Yeah, may ganong factor din nga siguro.
Yes.
Do you think things are any different today? Kumbaga yung situation you back then, was it easier back then, you think? Or ganun din ang nakikita nyo sa mga dumarating na dito sa Canada over the past, let's say, 5 years or so?
I think it's easier, much easier before.
Before.
Yeah, we just came to Windsor. Not even a year, we got a house right away. Yeah, because magkano lang kita, but then the interest rate is starting to go down, right? So we invested right away into the house. That's why right now the houses are already more than 500,000, right? So it's kind of expensive. So it is really tough for people who are just coming in. I kept wondering, how will they be able to afford? I was thinking about my children too. How can they be, right? So it's hard. But again, salary is going up as well too. So definitely they could eventually.
Yeah. Okay. Now looking back for the both of you, did your move to Canada, was it all worth it? Leaving the life that you had back in the Philippines? Para lang, baka may gusto po kayong i-share sa mga viewers natin na nagdadalawang isip pa. Hindi rin sila sure. Anong advice ninyo sa kanila to make the right decision for themselves?
Okay. Moving to Canada is a very good thing to do because on my experience in 1998, I believe. Oh, no, 2009. I'm sorry. 2009, I had breast cancer.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So if you are in the Philippines, I don't think that's affordable, right? You will lose it.
Mahirap.
Yeah, mahirap. So having a breast cancer, and I said, oh my God, I'm glad I'm in Canada because everything is free. We never paid a cent. And so health-wise, it's better to settle in Canada. And then what else? In Canada, there's no such thing as, oy, mahirap ka. You cannot afford to eat here. You cannot afford to eat there. even you're poor, you could eat whatever those rich people could eat, right?
I feel that too, yeah. Oo.
Saka sa akin, yung para sa mga anak mo, sa pamilya, maganda talaga ang benefits ng Canada sa mga bata. Well, we felt that kasi may tatlo kaming bata na pinalaki dito, no? Well, makikita mo talaga ang difference eh. Maraming program ang gobyerno at saka ng city para sa mga bata. Tingin ko kahit na yung mga ibang pamilya na, hindi namang sabihin natin kahit na ordinaryo lang sila, ma-afford pa rin nilang maipasok nila yung mga anak nila sa mga sports activity ba. Madami sila talagang maganda para sa mga bata. Future nila, education.
Yeah.
So I get friends who wants to move here. So I kept telling them, come. And I did I did a lot of documents for them to be able to come here to Canada. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. Eto na. Alam nyo, one of the biggest concerns of people who are moving here are, una sa lahat, parang, is that enough time for me to build a good retirement? Yan. Si Tita Clarissa, I would say, would have more to say about this because, guys, she is also a financial planner, okay? Is it doable, Tita? For example, you come here in your 40s. Will I still be able to look forward to a comfortable retirement na hindi masyado mag-iisip ng pera pag retired na ako?
Basta, okay, when you come here, make sure that you save something. And don't spend something that you cannot afford, right? Some people would buy nice cars. I don't have a very nice car. We don't buy expensive cars because those cars will just, the money will just go away, right?
Appreciate.
Eventually. So, like for me, we just kept saving until up to now. We're saving for ourselves and we're saving for our children.
Real estate.
And also real estate.
Yeah.
You have to take the risk. Like, we have 3 rental properties. Why? I took the risk of buying those. But now it's a good thing that we have those because the market right now is very big, right? More expensive. We were just very lucky because when we did that real estate, the houses are cheap then.
Yeah.
Alone. Kaya, sometimes you have to take risk. Paano ba palalaki ng pera mo, right? The most important thing is I would tell them, yes, work, but make sure that you save. Alam ko, my clients kept sending money to the Philippines.
Yeah.
Keep sending money to the Philippines, but make sure that you have something left here. May tabi ka pa rin.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, Tita. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So for those who told me that on their 40s, it might be hard, but it's still doable though, because we have a lot of money, help from the government when you retire and then you don't have much savings. The government helps you out as well too. Unlike in the
Do you ever imagine na paano kunyari hindi po kayo lumipat dito sa Canada? What would your life have been? Just, imagining lang, no? Kung hindi po kayo umalis.
Ako? Hindi, compare ko naman kasi din yung mga friends ko, no? Yung mga kasabayan ko ron. Well, they had a good job. Maganda yung mga naging manager sila, maging pwesto. Pero pagdating mo sa Pilipinas, may mga age ka na magre-retire ka na. Tapos
60, right? At the age of 60, you have to retire.
Magre-retire ka na eh, no? Ako malapit na. I got 26 years sa Chrysler ngayon. So I'm just, yung retirement talaga nasa isip ko na yan.
Oo.
Siguro, alam mo rin naman, no, maganda ang pension namin sa Chrysler. Kaya niintay ko na lang yung 30 years ko. Then I would retire. Yeah, kaya
so he's telling me, because his friends are now big shots in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And he was saying, maybe I could have been one of them.
Yeah.
Actually, pwede din naman eh, di ba? Many people make a good living back in the Philippines. They don't need to live abroad, and seek better job opportunities. But what is it that you like most about Canada?
It's health.
Yeah. Yung culture let's talk about ano naman, yung environment ba or what? Other things apart from the job opportunities.
Oh, okay. What do we like in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the medical,
Mhm.
the health insurance. It's really affordable. I know it's not affordable. It's
It's
free.
tax, bayad ng tax mo, at least may napupunta, no? Ganun.
Exactly. So I think the very first thing that you have to think, especially when you're getting old, is the health.
Mhm.
Because Philippines, I got lots of people that I know, and they lost a lot of money in the Philippines because of the health issues, right? But here, yeah, like I said, I had experienced that.
Health.
Wala kami na, And then what
Tsaka ang
else?
health benefit ng Chrysler, maganda. Maganda mga benefits talaga ng Chrysler. Kaya you would carry that hanggang sa mamatay ako. Pag namatay ako, may lilipat ko sa kanya yon.
Yeah.
Talaga ang benefits. Kailan ba yun? 2 years ago ba yun? Na-hospital ako sa Pilipinas.
Oh,
Yung kidney stone, ano? Na-stay ako sa St. Luke's. Siguro 2 days lang ata yun. Magkano yung binayaran namin?
170,000
Oo.
just for 2 days.
Pero dahil nga sa Canada, no, yung lahat ng expenses na nagastos namin doon, pagbatik ko dito, na-reimburse ko lahat yon.
oh.
Yeah, kasali ang OHIP at saka ang
Health
Green
insurance.
Shield,
Yeah.
yung insurance ng Chrysler.
Yeah.
So, yun, napakalaking tulong nun. Napakalaking tulong nun. Sipin mo,
And,
kahit ka.
And aside from that, I think, environment-wise, I would prefer here instead of the Philippines. Hindi na ako sanay sa painit na mainit.
Oh.
Parang, kaya that's the reason why I don't want to go back. Well, sorry.
To retire there.
Retire because of the conditions.
Yeah, sanay ka na dito
sanay
na
ka na.
malinis.
Malinis, may tubig.
Oo.
And then,
Yeah. So, how are you guys looking at your retirement? Excited ba kayo mag-retire?
Gusto ko pa eh. Pero hindi. 4 more years. 4 more years. I'll hit my 30 years. Then, kung magbibigay sila ng magandang offer sa akin before that, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
For me, I don't need to retire because I've been self-employed since 1997. If there's a client, good. If there's no client, okay.
Yes.
Oo nga.
Ito
As
lang,
long as you can do it, no? Oo.
taxes, immigration documents, I do a lot of things.
Mhm.
So, pag meron, pag wala, I don't care.
Yeah.
Retirement-wise, we saved
Yes.
a lot. No, not a lot. But we saved for our retirement.
Yeah.
Oo. Apart from reinvesting in real estate pala, baka you can give us tips, no? How you were able to save all these years. Ano ba, dapat ba i-maximize lahat ng RRSP, TFSA, dapat ba stocks? May ganun din ba kayo? At least from your experience, what worked for you?
Well, because it's earning higher salary, right? So what we do is we always buy RRSPs, taon-taon yun. Kami. And then, what else? Yeah, yung sa real estate kasi, at that time, it's
RRSP.
easy. It's really good to do that. Because all you have to do is just, aside from our savings, we also have, we took it from the first house that we have to, ano nga ba yun? Equity. We took
HELOC?
equity to buy a property.
Yeah, okay.
And that goes on and on. That's why we rental properties. But it's easier before, like I said, because it's
Oo nga eh.
Yeah.
Kaya pa ba yun ngayon, tita? Or depende na lang sa location siguro, no?
well, a lot of people are doing that now because
In Windsor, yes. I know, in Windsor.
yeah, and those people from Toronto, they buy houses here for investments. But then a lot of them, I heard, are selling it because there's no renters. And at the same time, because the value of the property is expensive. If it's expensive, magkano rin ang renta mo? Right? So, I think right now it's not doable.
Mahal nabili eh. Kaya mahal din nila paparenta.
Mahal mo pa.
Ngayon, kung masyadong mataas ang renta, mahirap.
Mahirap na.
Oh. So parang mahirap na talaga. What if you move at ngayon pa lang kayo lilipat ng Canada and then you hear about all these, the economic situation here. Would you be discouraged as well?
I might be, yes.
Yeah. Oo.
But And again, looking, if you're by yourself, it's gonna be hard. But if you have your family here, it might be easier. Kasi alam mo may help from the family, right?
Mhm.
Kaya, yeah, for now, but still, you know what? Again, looking at the future, I would still come
Yes.
to Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lalo na medyo bata-bata ka pa,
Yeah.
pwedeng laban.
Basta,
Lang mamili.
wag lang ka mamimili ng trabaho. Pag namimili ka na ba, patay ka.
Yes.
Pero pag hindi ka namimili, and then you just keep working, and then at the same time save, you will
Yeah, may
get-
mararating ka.
may mararating ka
May
talaga.
mararating ka.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Punta kayo sila sa Windsor pa rin. Ano ba? Inganyohin ba natin sila mga Windsor?
I know, but Nova Scotia, the eastern side,
Yeah.
is a lot better now because there's a lot of hiring there. At the same time, it's cheaper than a little bit cheaper. It went up.
Yeah.
Nung COVID, nagtaasan lahat, right? I was planning to buy a property there because it was cheap. And then nagtaasan na rin. Kaya, I said, forget it. I'm buying. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Thank you so much, no, for sharing your journey here in Canada. Sana nakatulong din sa mga kababayan natin na nag-iisip, uncertain if they wanna come here or actually if they want to stay here. Para yung mga nandito na, no?
Walang din yung mga konting naisagot namin or na-share na.
What about you? Are you planning to stay in Canada?
Ako? Oh yeah, dito na talaga ako. Wala, oo. Naku, nanonood pa lang ng balita ngayon sa Pilipinas, sa tulo nalulungkot ako, no? I can't help but feel also in a way thankful that God brought me here.
Correct, yeah.
Unfortunately, ang sakit sabihin, pero yun talaga.
Saka magiging maganda future sa Chrysler.
Oo, baka magtaka yung mga viewers dito, Mike, kung ba't ka Chrysler ng Chrysler kasi magkatrabaho po yung asawa ko at si Tito Mike. Kaya lagi po niyang nababanggit rin, But anyway, thank you again so much, Tita Clarissa, Tito Mike.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So we will end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye.
Bye-bye.